It says going live. That's crazy. We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Last Arc YouTube channel. I am the special grade sorcerer of the Last Arc, SSJ8 Cody. Today is Valentine's Day, and I wanted to be the first one to say, I love you. I love you so much, and I want to thank you for spending your day with us. And I would like to let our wonderful co-host for this wonderful Valentine's Day stream, vexyz the twerking legend, introduce everyone else. vexyz, how you doing today?
Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy vexyz, the twerking, lurking, linking legend, head cook and host of the Last
The
Arc.
loving legend.
And I just wanted to say, Cody is my Valentine. It's official. He hasn't said yes yet, but it's my headcanon. I'm gonna speak it into existence. And we love Cody. We love you, chat. Everybody like these streams. Shout out to 3-Day Trip in the chat. Love you, the Navigator of the crew. We also are joined by a couple other crew members like Den Kushi, the first mate. How you doing today, man?
Hello, yeah, I'm looking to find a first mate on this Valentine's Day. It's gonna be spicy.
Hey,
We're gonna get
That's
impish.
crazy.
Yeah, and then the Dendens will start the breeding cycle, and the rest of the year shall begin. So let's get it popping.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's
Shout out
spawning
to
season for this.
Shout out to Dill, the Frontline Combatant in the chat. What's up, Dill? We see you as well. And yes, what did he say? Is exactly how I'm feeling after that. Then we have the captain of the crew himself. We've got Straw Hat Lucas. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, brother, and I've got a little bit of a Valentine's Day poem for all of you. It's roses are red, violets are blue. Ome wabao, shinderu.
Crazy.
Oh, man, Lucas, that reminds me of a poem. Roses are red, weapons against me won't prosper. With this divine treasure, I summon Big Raga, the Abstopper.
Crazy.
Let's
Okay, we're
go!
off.
Okay, and then we also are joined today by the lovely stowaway of the Last Arc. We have Tree the Wolf with us, ready to get busy on Valentine's Day. How you doing, brother?
Saying getting busy on Valentine's Day is crazy. I'm doing fantastic. But yeah, hell yeah. More ways than one. I'm ready to get busy, Know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Oh my goodness. Also, we got Kube the Red Sea, the historian, in the chat. What up, Cube? Before we get into this stream, we'll go ahead and kind of explain what we've got going on for you. We're doing a Valentine's Day special tier list where we will be ranking the most cursed simps across all of anime. I am extremely nervous and excited. So like every other Valentine's Day there's ever been. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right.
Also, we just got joined by Joshua Victor, the musician of the Last Arc. Oh my bad, Joshua Vither, the musician of the Last Arc.
Oh my goodness.
How we do today, Josh?
Yeah, I'm good.
We have Josh, the only person who is both in this call and on this list. Can't wait.
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to pull up this list. And then for y'all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a source output thingy. And then we're going to pull up Discord. And after we pull up Discord, we're going to share the projector. And now y'all should also be able to see it in the Discord call if you want, or you should be able to look on stream and see it.
Check it out. Oh man, who is this first entry? I can't tell by their crotch shot, brother.
It's a little too zoomed in.
I can. I think that's. I recognize that outline anywhere. That's Sanji.
Yeah, so the first entry is going to be Sanji's crotch, his crotch goblin.
Let's go.
Wow, so this is also Josh's favorite character in One Piece, canonically. So I know there's a special place in his heart on Valentine's Day for Sanji, right?
Oh my goodness, my cat just like leapt onto my desk. Hold on, y'all. We We got a situation. If you knock over the pipe, you're done. You can't be there. Okay, he got out. That was scary, y'all. Where do we rank Sanji on a tier list of simps, y'all? Where do we think he is? Do we think he has redeeming human
I think
being
he's a good
qualities?
starting. He's a good one to start with, right? We can set a nice pace with him.
Josh, tell me
think
what's
so.
great about Sanji. I hear he wants to be invisible so he can peep on women in the bathroom.
Bro, why did you just start with that?
It's just, like from that, tell me
Yeah,
something
I
good
don't think
about.
it's gonna get any more highbrow. This is where we're going.
Okay, he would make me a really nice cake.
He's loyal. He's a loyal
Yeah,
person.
No, I don't know. Like he'll simp for anybody.
I was like, is he loyal?
He was down for Viola, and then he was
Loyal.
just as down for Pudding. And I think he's always just as down bad for Nami.
Wasn't she underage?
I wouldn't introduce him to.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
Pudding's
that's-
16.
no.
But
So
it's legal in
for
Japan.
his culture, no. So we're gonna just not touch on that at all. Moving forward.
Yeah.
But, so I mean, the thing is he does have some redeemable qualities, like chivalry. Although it's kind of toxic chivalry, it's still like he's not the worst person. I would put him in B, middle, like and maybe that changes throughout the list. Once we like kind of get further in. But I think he's a good like middle of the ground. Like he's very good at simping, but he has other qualities of his character aside from just that.
I mean, by
I
what
think he's still a
factors do we
high
rank
simp, but-
the simping?
S is the worst type of person. D is the best kind of person, but it's all simping.
Cody, can we zoom in a little bit because it's
So
just
it's
for
zoomed in on
Discord or-
stream. It's just for Discord that it's
Ah,
like this.
Okay, it's cool. I'll watch for stream. It's cool.
Yeah. I don't know why it's like this for y'all, but
It's cool.
looks good on stream.
Yeah, because Sanji is not the best person ever because of his simping qualities, but he's definitely not the worst person ever. I would think he's very middle of the line as far as this tier list goes. He is a good simp and a good person, and I think that puts you in B tier, right? That's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes sense.
Fishman Island happened. He was still against like the slavery and stuff. So I think like C or B is a good one. I could agree with that. And like when Queen
Personally, I
hit
would
that,
put, like Sandy quite high. Like yeah, he's got other qualities, but ultimately he is a simple simp. Like he is a little simpy boy, and there's no way around it. So I would put him in a low A personally. I'm not sure
Low
if it's my
A.
turn.
By the
actually,
simple fact knowing what's coming later, he has to be low. There can't be worse.
There can't be worse than Sanji. Whoa.
No,
This-
there are worse people than Sanji.
Speak of, is Shinji on this list?
I didn't put
No.
Shinji on this list because he doesn't really simp per se.
Understand.
But yeah, so to
I would
speak
say-
on Sanji. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd say low B, maybe high A, because he has a lot of
Those are-
redeeming qualities. Like
He
Those
d-
are two kind of extremes, but okay. Like, I'm
yeah.
sorry, go
Wait.
ahead.
Did you get confused then?
You mean high B?
yeah, maybe I did
low
get
A?
confused. Maybe yeah, like
Yo,
It's
this
very
is-
confusing.
it's
that
the way we're the way that
Top
we're
tier.
rating it's a little different for me. So I'm still getting used to it.
top tier is
Okay, so
worst, bottom tier is
question
best.
Yeah.
questions you need to
interesting.
ask yourself: does this character simp? Yes. Now,
Yes, he
another
does.
thing you need to ask yourself: is this character a bad person?
Meh.
So I would say B tier. That's how I came to my placement in B. You could have like your own opinions and things, but I feel
Yeah.
like those are two definite questions we need to ask for each of these entries: is how hard does this person simp, and are they a terrible person? Just like, is it because of their simping that they're a terrible person? I think
He's
that's
a
gonna put
pirate.
you in an S tier.
He's a pirate,
Yeah,
actively committing
That is
crime.
true.
IB.
I can agree with B. Josh,
I'll go with B.
do you
I'm gonna
disagree
say
with B? C? Dang. So we got 1 vote C. We got 4 votes V. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
It's
4
Valentine's Day,
vote
y'all.
Valentine's Bay, y'all.
I think a low B is a good placement for now. So
Tree, what's your
but
vote?
yeah,
I think I agree with B.
Sorry, Josh. Your boy's going in B. Look at that nice little
I mean,
crotch we got there.
For
feel
now, it
I
definitely
feel
he
like
could
things
definitely
are
move.
yeah, things are subject to change, like as we like figure out like just how heinous or like wholesome some of these individuals might be down the line.
They
Oh,
hate us
right.
because they ain't us.
Definitely not this next entry though.
Now it's time for an entry that I only know for 3 episodes because I could not get into this anime for how raunchy it is. Take that as you will from who I am. But like this is from that explosion anime, the Isekai. Don't oh man. I know it's got Megumi in it, and that's all I
Is that-
care about.
Kazuma?
Ka- Kazuma.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Is
I
it
watched
wrong?
No
2
one
seasons of
here-
it.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say, is nobody here but me versed in Konosuba? That's crazy.
I've seen Konosuba.
He's not too
Yeah, so-
simpy.
He's
Yeah,
really not,
He's the
but he is a
opposite of
terrible.
simp.
No, he is a little. No, so he has some simpy moments, but that doesn't define his character. That being said, he is a terrible person.
Yeah, he's like an
I
A or
would
an S.
say-
Whoa.
He's not a simp. That's the thing.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I wouldn't consider him a simp. So I don't know. Like, can we make like a different tier, or is that
I mean-
too much?
There's some characters who are just lightly simp tier, like
He's known for for believing in gender equality. That's the opposite of simping.
Oh yeah, he goes in the.
Mm,
I forgot about that.
he does still do some simp things throughout the course of the show. I think that I don't believe that like he is a bad person, yes, but like I don't think he's a bad person because of his simp qualities. I think that I'd put him in D. Like he might be like just because like yeah, he checks one box, he is a bad person, but it's not anywhere related to the light amount of simping he does. So I would put him in D myself personally.
Oh, I suppose it is a simping list.
Yeah, he's pretty bad at it. Like he does it. It's just not. It's few and far between. You know.
He is a dick, but not a simp.
Yeah,
D then? Are we feeling D? I think he was a pretty
Yeah,
like he's a pretty bad simp. I saw
Put
the
a
way
little
he was
simp in
treating
D.
Aqua. If I saw Aqua, I only watched the first 3 episodes, but if it was me and Aqua, bruh, she ain't useless to me. That's all I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
but the
saying.
fact that he calls her useless means he's not. He's not simping for her at all. Like there are
She's-
future moments.
yeah,
but
she's just a
like,
burden to him.
yeah. But yeah, I think D tier safely. I think probably one of the least simpy characters we will see today. But still a bad person.
Now here's one I think me and Vex know quite a bit about. It's Juvia from Fairy Tale.
Okay. So hear me out.
Juvia is kind of like the most gaslight gatekeep girl boss we know. Crazy how she made Gray fall in love with her. Gaslit that boy.
I don't think this is S tier because I know what's coming. I think this is top of A tier. Juvia is absolutely a like
Stalker type
top-notch-
behavior, dude. Come on.
top-notch simp, but not the worst person because of it. Definitely a bad person because of it, though.
Definitely a bad person because to the lengths of what she did to that boy. Like, yes, Gray got naked everywhere, but she got naked in front of him. That's not.
But the thing is like other than like beating up some of her party members and threatening other individuals and things like that, she wasn't doing some of the terrible things that some
Other
of the other
than
people on
hurting
this
her
list
own
have
team.
done. But like
So
that's
I don't
just
know
the
anything about
thing.
this person, so I'm on the outside looking in, and what you said sounds pretty bad.
But comparatively to the rest of this list, she is not that bad of a person compared to some of these folks. I'd say she's top of A tier. Like there were some really solid moments, like when Gray, like she felt betrayed by him, and there was like that town where it was always raining, and that was like a super great. Like she's a really good. First of all, Juvia is her. I'm just gonna say that she has
Do we need to
other
put you on the simp list?
qualities.
Oh, dude.
Bruh.
We should have put the pink-haired girl from Future Diary on this.
But so I mean, to continue on Juvia, like she is a really 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 good character, and this is like her major like character like trait slash flaw is that she is just down bad for homeboy, but she doesn't do a lot of terrible things. Like she just does things that are kind of bad sometimes, but I wouldn't say she's a terrible person. She's just a really 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 down bad simp. So I would say top of A tier. In my opinion, she does not qualify for S.
I've never seen the series, so I would have to go off of what you guys are saying.
You haven't watched Fairy Tale, bro? In it.
No, can't say I
Oh,
have,
in
bro.
bro. Den, what are your thoughts on Fairy Tale?
I like Fairy Tale.
And where do you think
Like,
Juvia
I
should
think,
be
like-
placed?
Like, it's not exactly like obviously I'm used to sort of the 90s stuff, so Hunter and Naruto, even Naruto in a way is like kind of long, goes kind of deep. But Fairy Tale, I've seen up to the bit where they have that tournament and that chick like what's the bit where the chick like puts I can't remember what she does. She does some like crazy ability, like summon some sort of castle or some shit in the tournament or something. But anyway, yeah, Fairy Tale's pretty cool. And the chick we're talking about, I'm not going to argue with Vex because man sounds passionate about this, so I'm gonna let that one slide.
Oh my god. You're gonna No man, she gaslit Juvia. Juvia gaslit Gray into loving her. Gray was all about that other white-haired boy he grew up with his teacher.
I mean,
He
there's no
should
need
have
to
been
bring
boy
this up.
lovers with him.
It sounds like she's willing to hurt her friends to simp, and that sounds pretty bad to me.
100 versus 1 with Urzo. You're right, 3-day, thank you.
All for the
Looking
power
at
of
the rest
love.
of this list.
I would say
I can go with
A. From
A, I
everything
guess.
I've heard about her.
I would put her at S personally. Josh, where do you rank her?
Josh is the tiebreaker, huh?
Bro, I have no idea. I haven't watched the show.
Oh my goodness, no. All
Have you
right.
not listened to any of our arguments? By what we've said, where do you put her?
I guess A.
I guess
Let's
A.
go.
That was like the most American A I've ever heard Josh say in his life. A.
Oh my god.
All right, so I don't know anything about this show. It's Futoshi from Darling in the Franxx.
I completely forgot his existence
Have you watched Darling in the Franxx, Josh?
years ago.
Is he a good person?
I don't remember.
Has anyone here watched
I
Darling in the
don't.
Franxx?
Like prime simp. He looks like a prime simp.
He really does look like Prime Sim.
He kind of do. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I've never seen this show, but he do look like a prime simp.
Is this gonna be our
middle
I
of the
first
think we
movie-
could probably put him in S tier.
S
even though
tier
he's
on
Low
vibes
C tier.
alone?
Yeah.
I feel
Vibes alone,
so bad.
S tier.
Studio Gynax and Studio Trigger are like they're my favorite, and I just haven't seen Darling in the Franxx yet, so I can't even swing for this guy.
But by his looks alone.
Well, I'm glad we included
By his
him.
looks alone.
Listen, I sent the list and I was like, "Do y'all want this on there?" Like, the list was sent.
Yeah, that's an S tier right there. No, should we just throw him
That's
in the
an
middle
S
of B?
tier by looks. I was gonna say C. He looked like a C. Like kind of a nice guy, but definitely
cup.
simpy.
I think B is the default. Like if we're just dropping people in because we're not really sure. Like I would say I guess like B, probably below Sanji. I don't know.
All
He
right.
looks like he could be an S. I just don't know him like that.
All right, Zenitsu. I don't know his last name, but I have read all of Demon Slayer. I have completed it, and I would say Zenitsu is a D tier sim. He got married, got kids. His simping is what drove him to actually be an actual character and drove him to actually like become something in the series where he was nothing and an annoying crybaby. Um, so like I think his simping actually making him a better character puts him at like D.
Did you forget that he broke down crying in front of a girl that because she didn't marry him?
Well,
He
yeah,
did
but
that a
that was at the
couple
beginning.
times.
But it was used to further his character and make him into what do you call that? A Chad formation. He went through his Chad formation and like
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I
I've
think
I've read all of Demon Slayer, and with how annoying Zenitsu is, I was gonna say S tier. But you are right. He does have like some redeeming qualities
what?
towards the end of the series and everything.
dude,
So I would say like
But
How
so
would
you
you?
have to also he's
low
What?
annoying
D.
because of he's annoying because of his simping, but like for a bit, but he's mostly annoying because of his cowardice. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does develop
that is
beyond
true.
that in both senses of the form. Like he does like develop a bit beyond his simping and a bit beyond his cowardice. So yeah, I think that as far as especially considering the rest of the characters on this list, I would say C tier.
I agree. I think D tier is no, non-simpers.
Or wholesome simper, because there's some of them in here, you know.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a simp tier
Range.
list. I think we should have a non-simp list spot then. Maybe that's a hot take.
I mean, there's not going to be a lot of entries onto that one, but I see what you're
Just put 'em at
saying.
low
But
D.
yeah, I think that C is where I could comfortably put Zenitsu. But is it who else? Den, you have any opinions on Zenitsu?
No, I do not. Pass.
I gotta say, Lucas, it's crazy that you would put Zenitsu on S tier above the person who
I
literally. Bro, what?
I I cannot stand Zenitsu. I
Over
cannot stand he
someone
is.
who actively hurts their own friends? That's crazy.
I mean, for okay, you're really reading a lot into what I said about Juvia. Nami punches the crap out of Luffy every other. Are you gonna are you gonna hold that over? Like it's just a character trait. It's a goofy thing that happens in battle shonens. It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not like she like
Uh,
actively like cripples them or anything. It's just like a bonk on the head or like a
The way it
Yeah,
was
like
brought up made me seem that way, so I was like, "Oh my god." I think
Um,
Zenitsu's an a C tier.
can we get Vex and Josh a little louder, please? That's what the alpha mod is telling us in the chat.
got it.
Thank you.
Josh, you got any opinions on Zenitsu?
I mean, once you have a scene like that, that I described earlier, you can go back. It has to be a high, but at least an A.
Okay, so we have an A, a pass, two C's,
an
and a
A.
D.
I said A.
Okay, so two A's, two C's, and a D. Where does that and then a pass? Where does that round out to?
Very unhappy Cody.
I I I think we should redefine the tiers because
Nah.
it's hard to gauge the tiers when it's like S tier is the worst kind of simp but also the worst type of person. Like
It's definitely a multifaceted tier list.
yeah.
It's gonna make me cry real tears in a minute, but if if they're not if they're non-simps, they go low D. If they're not, oh, I can't see shit now because the ads have just come on. Thank you, TLA. But yeah, I think we like low D tier is non-simp and decent person,
Yeah.
and then high D tier is like non-simp and kind of shit. Oh no, simp but decent person, and then we go up from there. And then S tier, the highest of S, is just the ultimate simp, and that should reveal itself towards
If
the end.
that's the case, I don't think Zenitsu's a bad person. I think he's C.
Yeah, that's what I.
Okay.
All right, looks like C's winning out. I fought my boy. All right, so this should be a pretty easy S tier. Misa Amane.
Wait. Right. She's high, yeah. She's very, very high tier. But she's also the sort of simp that, like, if you tell her not to do something you don't want her to do because it's too obsessive, she's still going to do it anyway. Like, if you fuck her over, she'll fuck you over.
2 syllables. Murder.
Yeah, she's
She
right
was being
in my opinion.
she was being used.
That's
No, she
part of being
wasn't.
a simp.
Not at first.
First of all,
She allowed it
that's just a
herself
simp
to be used.
quality. But yeah, that's just a simp quality. This is a pretty easy S tier in my opinion. She's a terrible person.
That's too conniving. Like, ultimately, I swear, doesn't she? I'm not. How spoilery can we get?
Death Note's been out
like
forever. Go ahead and go at it,
like a
bud.
15-year-old
doesn't she
show.
like, fuck over in the end?
Huh? No, she's not the one who does it.
What is it?
In part 2 and stuff like that. Like, I swear. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe she is just pure simp. I swear, like, she ends up tricking him or something like that. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's one of the 2
Oh
kids.
no, it's no. I know who does it. It's not her. It's
she's in love with the
Shinigami.
idea of Kira, and she has her own notebook and uses that to essentially give her access to Kira. And then after that happens, I feel like everything's out of her hands, where she's like, I made it, I'm where I want to be, and I'll do whatever it takes to stay here.
I was wrong. It's the Shinigami who does the trickery to protect her because she is such a simp. So for that reason, I'm gonna go low S.
Yeah,
I feel
low
like
S is fine.
High A, low S.
I know Lucas said S already.
I'm with
How
Cody.
are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm with Cody. Murder. Highest of S. Like, this is a shitty person. Like, it doesn't matter how you spin it. She actively took out people to get to Kira in the first place. That was her own doing. Even if, like, he may have manipulated her later in the series, she initiated the initial, like, thing. Like, she still went out of her way to take people out to the point where she got the Shinigami eyes. Like, this is the highest of A. She is evil and a simp.
3 days feeling sympathy for her, I think. Oh, maybe not actually.
No, no, she's totally on board with what we're saying.
All right.
So next up we have my baby boy,
my
best
baby boy. Oh, Natsuki Subaru.
Oh my goodness.
Subaru.
I love this character so much. He is in fact a simp, but he is not a terrible person. I would say he's right around Zenitsu.
In the same way Zenitsu uses his symptom to grow as a person, Natsuki Subaru uses the love that he gets from other characters in the series to further himself and make himself into a person that's worthy of their love and affection. And I love that fucking character beaten story so much. Like,
yeah,
D or C.
He's either high D or low C, like behind Zenitsu, but still above Kazuma, in my opinion. Because he is a simp, so he has to be above Kazuma. But I think he's a much better person than Zenitsu. If I'm being real, like
he actually gets the girl. That's the thing. She actually gets the girl that he is simping for.
Yeah, that's right. He even gets with Amelia. Like, dude, who's Rem?
Bro, stop. We'll get to her. She's on this list too. But I think I would probably be safe with putting him in the top of D or the bottom of C. Either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that sounds right. The top of D.
Top of D. We got 3 Ds. Does anyone else want to put their D out?
I am not familiar with RE0, really. So I have to pass.
Bruh.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'll go D
I cannot wait for season 3. Oh my
Dude, season 3 coming out soon.
Let's go.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it, dude. It's in my top 3 like of all isekais ever, and probably my top 10 of all anime. It's so good.
It's
I
up there with
actually read it,
Digimon.
like the fact that I already that I have read ahead, like I've only done that for like 2 other seasons or series, so that should tell you how good it is.
I picked up the
Um,
light novels. Like, it was
Yeah,
one
same.
of the
Like,
first
oh,
like
dude.
anime manga that actually got me into reading. Like, it's crazy good.
I don't read unless it's like Hunter x Hunter or One Piece or ReZero. So that's a thing. Yeah, I think bottom of D or top of D is like where we've kind of settled. Tree, do you have any opinions on this? I think you're the only one who didn't say.
I haven't seen it, but
Oh my
as
god.
I don't think you get any more non-simp than Kazuma. So above him is less or is more simpy. So yes, I agree with this placement.
Nice.
All right, so it's time for the next S tier. This is Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend, aka the biggest bag fumbler of all time, aka Mr. Trash, Mr. aka doesn't deserve anything, Mr. aka simps so hard because he doesn't know how to confess his own feelings and talk about his own feelings. So he CUCKS himself in a pool, like, and cries about it, and it's like a whole freaking chapter of him crying about it in a pool, like, and he comes to that idea, like, it's so pathetic. He is literally like and he would have her. He literally, that is the most infuriating thing, is that fucking Chizuru, the best girl of all time, fucking likes this piece of shit. It makes, oh my god, it makes me so angry.
Oh,
It literally gets me so fucking angry because she's like so giving, so fucking like giving to this so piece of trash. Like, S tier. I hate him. I hate him.
Welcome, Cube.
Okay, but the thing is what's up, Cube? Is he as bad as like murder?
Yes. To like publicly humiliate Chizuru the way that he does, and like to like unapologetically like not apologize for all the shit he put her through just to end up with her, not to mention traumatizing the 3 other girls in the series by not like, oh my god, yes, it's absolutely S tier. Kazuya is like literally like the fucking, I'd put him above Misa. I'd say that he actually fucked up more lives than her by like fucking with those other women. Oh, I hate him. I hate him. I've been
from
waiting.
Cody's passion, I'm gonna agree with him. I've never seen this, but I'm agreeing with him.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I after hearing what you've said, Cody, I just still don't think it's as bad as murder. I would put it like above Juvia and below Misa, so maybe bottom of S or high A. I don't know.
What does everyone else think? That's my argument. I hate Kazuya. Fuck Kazuya.
Well, I think Misa should be high, or I think Misa should be at the top of A tier as a hard pass. So maybe I'm a little biased, but hearing what you're saying, I could see Misa being S tier and your character being under her in S tier.
Man. I guess it's not as good as murder, but like, I guess I could be top of A.
We got Josh, Den, Q.
No,
Any thoughts on?
He actively ruined lives and made
Yeah,
people's
put him
lives
in S.
worse. That's S.
Put him in S. I hear it. I heard it. You know, that Romanian voice tells me to do, and I obey.
I mean, I'm fine with S.
Yeah,
I just
didn't
don't think he was as bad as her. Like legit.
When it comes to this specific character, I'm an uncultured waffle right here, so I'm gonna go with my brother Cody.
Are you saying waffles because they're Belgium and you're trying to avoid being a croissant?
No,
He said
because waffle is like
waffle.
Wapo, as you know, the king of Drum Island, formerly known as Drum Island.
Den, you got any thoughts after hearing Cody's argument?
No, I'm pretty happy with him being low S personally.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Cody, check DMs. I sent you an image for the list.
Holy smokes. Let's hope I don't dox myself.
Cobra. No,
Cobra.
Sakura.
Okay, next up is Sakura Haruno, who is
She's a
absolutely a simp. Cube, to catch you up on what the tiers of the tier list like mean. S tier is like, yes, they are like diabolical levels of simp, but that also is like where like for like terrible people. Whereas D tier is like, yeah, you can simp, but maybe you're like not a bad person. And so to give you like a frame of reference, we put Sanji in B tier because he does simp. He's not like a terrible person, but he is kind of a bad person, and he has qualities aside from just simping. So Sanji is like a B tier. And then like, yeah, if you're just like a legitimate terrible person, and you're also like a huge simp, then you'll go into S tier. If you're not a simp at all, or if you're simpy but not a terrible person, you're leaning closer to like C or D tier. So going to Sakura Haruno from Naruto.
She's top of C. No questions.
She did some questionable things, but I don't think she's really done any like terrible things in the name of simping. Like I think the lowest point in like Naruto was like when she like said what she said to Naruto just to try to get him to feel some type of way, and even though it wasn't true at all, it's not really a bad like a terrible thing, and it only affects one
arguably
person.
that was her putting aside her feelings for the betterment of the village to try and save Naruto. Not to be too spoilery because I know Lucas hasn't
Yeah, no,
watched it,
I
but
don't think it's a I don't think it's a bad thing that she did. I think that's the worst thing that she did, though. Does that make sense?
it was
Ishimoto
still
tries
for the
to rape
betterment of
women.
everybody. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, she's top of C.
I can
Yeah,
agree with
also,
that.
at the end of the day, she gets the man she's simping for.
It's true.
I'm
It is true.
I'm gonna jump in there because
He gets with Sasuke? What?
I'm gonna put a low C for
I'm
that
jumping
exact
into that.
reason. It like everything changes simp wise when you actually have a baby with the person you're simping. Like you've got them, there's kind of Chad levels of commitment and obsession. So I'm gonna go low C. It's
Well-
a shame. She should be higher.
I mean, so Juvia actually has a baby with the person she's
Yep.
living for. Like, so
Yeah, but
I mean,
Juvia actively went out and hurt people. Like, the most Sakura did was, like, lie to Naruto. Like, Sakura actually
Yeah,
still
that's not
performed her
true.
duties in a
Most-
war.
most
Sakura
people
still
force
trained
do
with
that.
one of the 3 great other ninjas. Sakura took down one of the members of Akatsuki. I mean,
Yeah, Sakura's more than just I'm a simp for Sasuke.
yeah, I get you. I'm just defending my girl Juvia because she's the best girl.
I gotta swing hard for
We've moved
Sakura.
past it,
She was
okay,
one of the
we can-
first Rule
she can have her own
34s.
stream.
Yeah, honestly,
Sorry, I
I
didn't
think
hear
yeah.
you at all,
With...
Dindin.
Oh, sorry.
So
I
what'd you
said
say,
we
Dindin?
can. I said don't worry, we can move past her, and if we need to, we'll have our own. Like she can have her own dedicated stream. Just get it out of the
I don't
system.
know.
Bro.
I don't know about that, but go ahead, Cube.
Nobody's gonna watch that.
Boy, now.
So honestly, yeah, for me it's a C because I don't want to add more spoilery content for Lucas to spoil on Naruto, but yeah, I agree with what you guys said. It's there's some stuff are questionable, but it's not bad, just morally, depending on how you feel about it.
Since we're
So yeah,
here,
C makes
Whoa, Cube.
I'll put myself out
Are you
there.
saying Jiraiya dies?
Oh my god.
Bro.
What?
Uh,
I never
yes.
said that.
I'm gonna
Who's
put myself
Jiraiya?
out here. Sakura hate is unwarranted, and I will die on that hill.
No, I'm with you. I
Okay.
agree.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one thing with
No,
the fandom I will defend is I do think she gets more hate that she should
There are
be getting.
definitely moments where I don't like her, but there's never a moment where I hate her. And I think that people who like trash on her for being useless or yada yada and all that, yeah, they're just echo chambering like hard.
Yeah,
like
dude,
get your own
imagine
takes.
like if you can like blow fire out your mouth, or if you can make huge wind bombs in your hand, or if you can put gloves on. You know, her version of powers
Yeah.
sucks. Like I'm gonna put
I
my gloves on
disagree.
right
That
now,
is
and I'll
that is a
punch you.
terrible take. I'm gonna
Terrible
be completely
take.
real.
Dude, Rock Lee is him. Like, and Rock Lee arguably does less than that.
Broccoli is very good for you.
Bro. Okay, so next up is
Anyways,
Mikasa. Forgot her last name.
Ackerman.
Sukata.
Ackerman, yeah, Ackerman, yeah.
I'm gonna be completely real. I gave up on Attack on Titan pretty early in, so y'all are gonna have to kind of like steer me on this one. Try and sell me on wherever you.
B. B. And I will
D?
not elaborate.
He
B.
said,
Bruh.
he said
No, B.
Oh.
No.
B.
B.
I said
B's,
B.
B's acceptable. That's tough because like
That is tough. That's why I'm saying B, and I want to elaborate.
like at the
Compare-
end she
compare
kind of
her to
redeems
Sanji.
herself, but
Yeah,
she's
Yeah.
not really more than I'm stepping on toes. She's not really more than her simpiness for like 90% of the series.
you do not have to worry
Yeah.
about spoiling me. I've literally given up on Attack on Titan. I don't
No,
care about
I'm
it.
stepping. A lot of people really like her, and those are the toes I'm stepping on.
Okay, I was about to say. I mean, you could be a good character and like still be a bad person and still be a simp. You know what I mean?
I think she's just so meh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any strong opinions about her? Is it kind of
I think
meh?
like it's a complicated one, a mix between incel and simp. But I would say
Mikasa's a simp.
maybe
Come on now.
That's a win.
low B tier because she's kind of done some good.
Like everything she does
Yeah, so B.
traces
Another
back
vote
to
for B.
Eren. Yeah, I think I can agree with
Yeah.
low B tier.
Okay,
Eight.
so above Sanji or below Sanji?
Above.
Ah,
A tier. She's simp for
Above.
Hitler.
A. She's simp for Hitler. This changes things.
Crazy.
Crazy. Wow.
Dude, we're definitely not going to survive this stream. There's no way.
Nah, win.
Cody popped off
Between-
and dropped like 6 F bombs. F.
I
Yeah.
mean, so did Den. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like there's been just some unhingedness already, and looking at this list, there's going to be a
you do need
lot
to
more.
fuck it all off, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
the 2 F.
Cody and Lucas are gonna come on this stream, man.
Listen, I'm ready to die on that hill. She's simp for Hitler. Aaron committed a genocide. That's a S tier if I've
Oh
ever heard
my
it.
god! Oh
I'm
my
just
god!
like,
I
don't know, man.
I think that this averages out to like a middle B, like in between Futoshi and Sanji, based off of all of the votes that have been cast so far. I think that's where that maths.
Hold on. She puts aside her feelings and stops simping for the betterment of all of humanity at the end.
yeah, but at the beginning of like the final season, when they go to Marley, they just like murk a bunch of people, like just because Aaron to simp for Aaron.
They're in war, but I mean,
Yeah.
Well, they're in war. Now we're splitting hairs.
They found out about the Warhammer Titan and just were like, all right, let's start executing the citizens as fast as possible. Like,
Yeah.
straight up, dude. Like, she was part of that, man. Like,
S.
Cody Lucas,
I'm with
come
you
on,
now.
tell me.
Hey,
Cody Lucas, tell me you never.
hey.
I bet you guys have never been in love. That's what
They're
you do when
going
you're in
to
love.
the French man speaks up. The
Oh my
Cube
God.
Cube has entered S tier. That's crazy.
Like,
Man.
inherently, do we drop her in S because she's killed people? Like,
oh my god.
So it's the thing is like if you unalive people for the sake of simping.
I think it was for the sake of simping because they wanted to get Aaron back because they thought Aaron had been taken prisoner.
well, does that mean that everyone else that was a part of his crew and a part of his team was simping for Eren?
I mean,
kind of, yeah.
No, but she was, bro.
Yeah,
no,
but
that's
that's
yeah, but hold on. So there is the thing is that was what was compelling her to. I only know loose details, but I can see what they're saying. But at the same time, it's not necessarily splitting hairs to say you're at war when that is literally a main part of the show. When like all of the other people who are not simping for Eren are doing it because it's their job, it's their orders.
well,
So,
no, it's more than that. Eren kept getting himself captured because he knows that he's important and he knows that the other people risk their lives to come get him every time.
So
Yeah.
again, I think that takes away from the weight of the murdering. I think that this is not as bad as Misa. Nowhere near as bad as Misa. I think this is.
I said
now
A.
that I'm
I
hearing
said
it,
A.
yeah, I think A is good. I think above Juvia.
And again, she puts aside all of her feelings to save all of humanity at the very end. Like, it's done by her hands by actively no longer simping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, how far did it have to get for that to happen?
Yeah, but
Well,
guys, like you
it's
said, haven't you ever been in love?
it's
Oh my
complicated because
God.
it's
Alright.
literally like built into her DNA, like explained in anime to be this way towards Aaron.
Yeah, but even
I
that
simp
itself
different.
is
It's in
crazy
my
because
blood.
you're supposed to be brother.
If you're genetically a simp, you're still a simp. I'll just say.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good placement for now, and we can like maybe unpack it later if need be.
Jiraiya,
Which brings us to
Pervy
Pervy
Sage.
Sage,
Oh man,
the
this
man himself.
Well,
this is gonna
before we
hurt
move
us.
on, 3 Day said it best. Mikasa can't help herself. It's literally her instincts.
He's still a simp.
Instincts.
Wait. What do you mean by that? Like what? She was born simping for Aaron? Like she was fated to
It's-
simp for him?
Wait, hold on.
Her family
Did
line.
Jinjin say simp stinks? Like,
No, I said simping. I said sipping. Simping. You know, as you know,
no,
the
no,
Sims.
Jinjin. I think he said instead of instincts, he said instincts.
One thing I'm not a big fan
Was
of the
listening to the
Simperman.
symphony.
Oh my god. Her bloodline has it built into their like DNA to protect Aaron's bloodline or
No, to
something
protect
like that.
someone close to
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I-
just
yeah,
second
I-
Like
tier.
prone to watching The Simpsons.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
like out of
it-
her hands is what I'm trying to say.
Den chill.
Yeah. No, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Okay, so to Jiraiya,
It's
who
gonna hurt us.
is a drunk, is a pervert, is a gambler.
Also,
And-
Shinobi who actively participated in war. Like,
That's true.
Multiple.
Yeah,
And
for
also
for
just
simping though.
a terrible guardian. For whenever I mean, good
wow, this
teacher,
sounds
I
horrible.
guess.
S tier.
Yeah. No. And also, don't forget
I'm
a
joking.
thief.
I
A
can't
thief.
rate on this one. I can't
A
rate
thief.
on this.
He
That's
stole money from a kid for women. He stole money from a kid for women.
he
Also,
died
just-
getting no
He also-
bitches, no legacy,
he-
no bitches.
Well, he
this
lied.
Jiraiya slander is absolutely
No, I
wild.
love
let's-
Jiraiya. He's a great
let's
character, but
unpack
as a
this.
person,
Vex,
he's
Vex.
a bad person.
Vex, let's go back through your list. What was the first thing you said? He's a drunk, doesn't hurt anybody
Yes.
but himself. He gambles, doesn't
Not
hurt
true.
anybody but himself.
Not true. Not true. Not at all true. That is complete overlooking of the when he is drunk and gambling. He is literally what Kube said, stealing money to gamble, and give money to harlots. From Naruto, a child who is unaware at first of these, like takes, and when he's drunk, he is being actively negligent to a child in his care. That is not true at all. I get that he is a good character. I love Jiraiya. He's a bad person. He does some good things, and he is an amazing character, fantastically written. He is a bad person. That is how he's written in the story. It's made to be very obvious that he is a bad person who does good things sometimes.
Sometimes.
I disagree.
Sometimes.
I mean,
I'm
when
gonna
it comes,
put-
when it, I'll go there then. I'll go after you.
Feel free, Coop.
I was just gonna say, with adding to that, especially with what I said, is I think he's a good character, but when it comes to women and simping, he just is morally corrupt, and that's his major flaw. Like,
Still
so
doesn't
the
sound
stories
like
of Tsunade
anything
is also
higher
cool.
than B tier.
Yeah, I haven't even placed him yet. I'm just saying he's a bad person who simps. Like, he's a good character, but like I think that top of
No
B tier,
legacy,
the
no
bottom layer.
bitches, no money.
Listen, if the fact that Mikasa, the previous person, is in A, yeah, I think B is a good maximum for him, at least.
If he's B,
What?
he's top of B. Absolutely
No,
top
no,
of B.
no. He's like a low C or a mid C.
He's very mid, bruv.
Like he's less of a simp and more of a perv, and we're just gonna. He's on the list for being a dick, really.
I mean, he does simp for one person specifically and never like nuts up and like actually actively pursues her and instead pursues everyone else, but he does still simp in the show.
That's not true.
In-
Did we
in
watch
fairness,
the same show?
It's impossible to not simp her.
I mean, to be fair, they're not
Last I
even
checked.
bigger than Zoro's.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
Last I checked, he put himself out there and she said, nah, fam.
They're not
I
even
mean,
bigger
she
than
was about it.
Zoro's.
But no, I mean the thing
True.
is that he still simped for her. It doesn't matter. Like what else, he still simped for one individual, and
She could
then
feed a
for
kindergarten. I can't
oh,
put him high up on the
stop,
list.
bro. I
You
think
ask me
top of
nicely.
B is. I think top of B is exactly where I would rate him. Den
I
Den
think
says
next
C.
to Sanji.
How dare you? Sanji is an ultra simp. But he is a better person, right? So, dude, Jiraiya was
Yeah,
in two
that's-
wars, man. And, like, he went and smashed up his old pupils. Like,
He
the
also
guy,
specifically avoided the responsibility of being a leader that they were deeming him capable of being multiple times.
Because
Like
he knew he wasn't fit for it. What do you mean? That's
but
a
he
pretty
actively
responsible choice.
He actively chose to be not fit for it. In his like that's the thing.
I think there's something to be said about gambling and alcoholism as an addiction.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this: the fact that, and so to keep it spoiler free for Lucas, but the others will understand, the fact that we know the connection between Naruto and Jiraiya, and still like the whole thing, and then even when he found out that the money that he used was like all his money that he has been keeping aside, and he just didn't take it seriously. For me, that's what also like bothers me. That's why I would still put him in B, because for that, he should have been a better guide, mentor for him in that regard as
I
well.
would agree,
And that was
'cause
all that for women.
Those
Honestly,
those
let's be real. It was
those were
probably
footnotes in
Jiraiya's
my
money
argument.
anyway.
Okay, but those were footnotes in my argument. This isn't like an alcoholism and gambling tier list. It's a simp tier list, and this guy has spent money on the company of females.
Well, that's
that
not.
was
that is not
his
simp
own.
behavior.
That's
That is
perving.
not simp
Yeah.
behavior.
Like
Simp
the
behavior is
stream.
giving the money for nothing.
I'm just saying it's behavior that is definitely harming of. He's not a good person, and that was Tree's main argument.
Remember to like the stream.
I'd argue he's a
And
good
try
person that's
like
done a
Pete
few bad
Jiraiya
things.
as well. I can't talk badly about him, unfortunately. But yeah, he's done some wrong.
He's
This
done more
next
good than
character
bad. Like,
will be able to go in on and say he's an awful person who's done awful things. It's Mineta.
Everybody's favorite.
Oh fuck, man! Sorry, guys. But yeah.
Dude, Cube
Mineta,
immediately with
Mineta,
the slander.
You immediately.
F Mineta, please.
I
Guys.
think
The
there's-
funniest part
Little simp
is
balls on
that
his head.
didn't Horikoshi specifically say that like if he were like that Mineta is his self insert into his own story.
Hey guys, if I could see the thighs of every hero, you would make me the best in the world.
I'm sorry. For me, I might be biased, but for me, it's top of S. He's a walking lawsuit. He's a walking lawsuit. He's a walking lawsuit as a hero.
Now hold on, Deku wouldn't have come back to the hero side without Mineta's speech. Let's
I don't
get
give
real.
a heck. That. Nah, he's awful. He's
Yeah.
foul.
When
Yeah,
the
dude,
only
He
thing
was.
that
You guys clearly don't read My Hero Academia because you see in one panel of My Hero Academia, Jira, what's her name? Jiri? The chick with the
Hero!
Jiro, thank you. I couldn't remember.
Literally every pronunciation.
Jiro, listen. Jiro forces open Mineta's eyes and makes him watch like self-improvement videos. It's in one panel, and then after that, he stops being as perverted as he was. So he has shown growth, but also
Is he a
S
simp?
tier.
No, the thing
Like-
is S tier. Like look at the people we have at S tier, like psychological warfare and traumatization and murder. I would put him in A tier, above Juvia, maybe above Mikasa, but I don't even know about that. He's not that bad when you're talking about how terrible. Yeah, he's a bad person. He's a really bad person. I don't like him.
He
But,
definitely doesn't belong in the tier with Sanji and Jiraiya.
Is he traumatizing individuals and murdering people in the name of simping?
He is definitely traumatizing some girls, dude. He is
Yeah.
definitely traumatizing some girls.
I mean,
Like,
when you only are know outside the series for simping and being a fucking annoying, you should be S tier.
yeah,
Yeah, I think at best he's just very creepy for the girls. Remember, I think in season 2 when they had to visit the dorms, and every girl, the moment they felt the presence of his door, they all felt irk. So at best, I think he's just very creepy towards
Nah,
girls.
man, he's the kind of person that would grow up and like a girl would clutch her purse when she walks past him. You know, like I just
That's
oh
Same.
my
A tier.
god.
Same.
That's not
That was-
S tier
that
material
was
though, in
beautiful
my
description.
opinion.
Yeah, it's not S tier. I
It
agree with
wasn't
you on that.
beautiful.
Same.
Like,
Compared to the
that's-
ones we've talked about in S tier, yeah, he doesn't fit the bill.
Same.
I'd put him above Juvia, but below Mikasa, probably.
I still think
In A tier.
Mikasa is redeemable and probably bottom of A tier.
Well, what do you think of Mineta?
I think he goes above Mikasa.
Okay. I think everybody kind of agrees on A, or at least very high up on the list. So I think that averages out
All
to an
right.
A.
The next one. Dude, this tier list is getting wacky. Our next up is Brock from
B
Pokemon.
tier.
The
Whoa.
OG,
Yeah,
the OG
the-
simp,
No,
the OG simp
wait.
himself.
OG.
Yeah, but he's
Baby,
creeped
listen.
out some women, so we can't put him in D. We
Look,
could put
baby,
him in
we
like
should pop
E, I
out.
would.
You the queen, I got the rock
he's a good guy.
He's at
Okay, so
Yeah, I know,
Zen-
but he's creeped out
How
some
does he
women.
achieve
He's
them?
made women feel
Zen-
He
uncomfortable.
breeds animals.
Wait.
He's so simpy that he breeds
bro,
Pokemon.
calm down.
Diggs
That's
the
fucking-
Prophecy
He's right,
has
though.
a
He's
really
right,
good
though.
rap
It's right.
on simping for anime chicks, and he plays Brock on that songs, and I really like that
Okay,
rap.
so to get to the actual like
Eating potatoes.
yes, he does creep people out, but he is still like a good person, and I would say the same is true for like Zenitsu. So I'd put him top of C tier. I don't think he's that bad to be in
I
B
mean,
tier.
guys, did you forget that he left the main cast an entire season to sing for a grown woman that she rejected him?
True.
she le- she,
true.
he left an entire season for that.
Listen,
Yeah, but
so
a season
Rebut-
in a season in
rebuttal
Pokemon like pacing is like a week. You know what I mean? Like
Damn.
I was gonna say, I don't remember clear. It's been almost 20 years since I've seen Pokemon the first generation. But from what I remember, at best it was like simping. Obviously, it was embarrassing for him, but it didn't affect the others mostly. You know, like not
exactly.
that big.
All it did was make a couple people uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
he's still a good person, and he still is a good brother, and he still is like caring and like things like that. So yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like,
he
I would
raised
say-
his siblings.
yeah,
Like,
I would
True,
say
yeah.
he's right in the same lane as Zenitsu. I would say, yeah, he's made some people uncomfortable. That is the
Like,
extent of his
He's
simping.
a gym leader. Homie's got to be upstanding. You know. I can agree with top of C tier.
facts.
I mean, isn't Joe?
I'll agree
Wait,
with top
is
C.
it? Wait, just for the sake of the small debate, but isn't Giovanni also a gym leader?
No one knew he was the
Okay.
leader of Team Rocket, though.
True,
That's
you're true.
true.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
He was
So
like
is
Two-Face
anybody-
in Batman.
He's also
anybody
replaced by
in-
Blue after it comes out.
No
Is
one's gonna
anybody
cross
in
him when he owns a Kogan.
disagreement?
I think
No,
top
for
C
Brock,
tier is solid.
Yeah.
I want to be higher.
Okay, for what
Explain.
reasons?
I mean, abandoning your friends on your adventure for a grown woman that you know you would have zero chance, but you still do it.
Pause.
I mean, his
Pause.
friends were, "You're cool.
Just
Go ahead."
to
dude."
clarify, when you say grown woman, all these women are grown. It wouldn't be ridiculous to do it for an underage woman, right? That's not
I mean,
what you're saying.
he
You're
is
saying-
underage.
Oh my
that's
god,
the
Den
thing.
Den.
No,
No, he's not. He is absolutely of age. I think he's older than than you are, Josh. Like, but yeah, like it's it's
Wow.
not
Is he though?
it's not. Yes, he is. He's a gym leader. Like
Hold
he's
up,
like
hold
yeah,
up.
Misty is a gym
No.
leader.
No, he's not. No, he's
Sabrina,
not.
and she's like
He's
4.
like 16.
Brock
Sabrina
is,
is like
Brock
22
is-
years old.
Brock is 15 confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
way.
yeah, Brock was like 16.
Misty is 12 confirmed.
And when he left, it was to become a Pokemon breeder. That's something that pays money. He has a bunch of siblings to raise. He can't just be walking around with Ash Ketchum as he fist fights gods, bro. Like,
You know,
Okay, low
if
C
Ash
tier
is
then. It's that
10,
bad.
comparatively, I guess it makes sense that Brock is 15.
But you also have to like understand, like it's not like his friends were just like, no, you can't. Like, weren't they like legitimately supportive when he left?
Yeah.
It's not
They're like, follow
abandoning
your
your
dreams.
friends. Yeah, it's not. That's like such a harsh like use of that term. I don't think that's appropriate.
Again,
Yeah.
like I said, it didn't affect that many times. Almost never the others. So compared to the others who are higher, he doesn't fit the bill. You know what I mean?
I really like
especially
that
as a
rap.
person.
I really like that rap.
Here, like, this fucking rap song, bro. Like, it's so good.
Cody, I'm sorry.
They use
Like,
a
I
lot
would
of
give him
rock
good to Brock
puns.
'cause, like, Brock's an interesting one because Sanji, I would say, is on the same level of simp in terms of just pure simp, nothing else, as Brock. Like, they're literally completely nosebleed vulnerable to every woman.
I don't think it's every
The only
woman.
difference
Wasn't it
is,
No.
like just Nurse Joyce and Officer Jenny's? Like it had to be
No,
Nurse
it
Joyce
was
and
every
Officer.
woman.
No, it
Was it
was
every woman?
everyone.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
It was
Not
most,
as
Yeah, it
bad
was-
as
Like,
his
when-
first
when-
choice.
when he
was
gets
most
taken
women.
in by that by the chick that makes the food, right? It's because of his age. I'm not gonna say he's a simp. I was gonna say he's been groomed, and so for that reason, that's more innocent.
God.
That's a
And
low
for
C.
that
I think
reason,
B
he's
tier. I think B tier. Yeah,
I'm
he's
saying
actively
C.
committing a crime. Like, that's a crime. I think that's B tier if he's underage.
Look at
Well, it's not his fault if the other people reciprocate. I think he's C tier.
yeah.
Yeah, I
me too
think
as well.
like if he's B, he's still below Sanji. But like these like the top of C and the bottom of B, they're kind of interchangeable until we get further into the list, in my opinion. So I'm fine with either. My vote is top of C.
And again, like he's a simp, yes, but he's a really good person.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next we have Brock Lee.
That's not his name. Also, you put Brock in the bottom of C.
I fixed it.
Okay, my bad. I'm watching the stream, so there's a delay. Rock Lee. I don't think that when most people think of him, they really like the first word that they register is simp. That's like on the back burner as far as his character traits. Like I completely forgot that he
In
does-
part
that
one,
he's
his
down bad.
introduction, like he was so down bad for Sakura. Like
Can I
Sakura.
ask something?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about his introduction though. I'm talking about what we remember him for, and
So,
what
yeah,
I
so what comes
specifically
to mind
remember him
for
for
you?
is not from that. For
What-
the first, the
for
power
Lee,
of
what-
youth.
Okay.
Like
I don't know why
I
the
think
first
of,
thing I think of is simp.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying like it's possible that like other people have differing memories and like things that they associate with him, but for me specifically, I forgot this guy's simps. So I don't
Still-
know if we could put him that high.
At the end of the day, he simped once, so he's a simp.
So like he simped
but
at
he's
the
a good-
his
he's a good
introduction,
person.
and then like it further continued into his arc in the Forest of Death. Was the reason that he sought out Sakura to protect her was to simp for her, while Sasuke was incapacitated by the curse mark. Like it wasn't like a one and done thing. Like he constantly was like always showing out for her. Like
Yeah, but my thing is as well, like what, for at least where I see what Vex is saying is that it kind of evolved to more like he accepted the friend zone situation, and there was nothing creepy later on. Like at least in Shippuden, I don't remember him every time he would speak to Sakura that he was doing, those weird shonen tropes when when you're simping for a character.
Bruh, somebody
That's a-
clipped that. I would say D
Like-
tier.
Can you please
simps his
do that
sensei.
sound again?
He simps the love interest. He simps his sensei. His sensei simps. His sensei teaches him using simping. I mean, it's not looking good for this dude.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That's
Who did-
crazy.
Who did Guy simp for?
Kakashi. Come on now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too, but then I was like, but as a serious answer.
Kakashi. Come
I
on
think-
now.
I think that's also pretty harsh. my placement for him is the top of D tier because I think that I don't know.
He still
Okay,
simps.
yeah. We'll
Kazuma
give you a
doesn't.
chance to redo
Yeah,
that one.
but I'm
'cause
talking
you
about
said
like
top of D.
Subaru. Like, is he above Subaru or below Subaru? Is what I'm thinking. He's definitely above Kazuma, in my opinion. But I put him in D tier.
I put him in
So
C.
you think? Okay, you think he? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna go just below Sakura, if not on the same par as Sakura.
That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I can go with that as
basically-
well. Yeah.
It's 3C, 2D. Josh,
I think it's funny that we're gonna put him right next to Sakura. First of all.
Yeah.
Josh, what's your
make it
vote?
a reality. See.
Oh, I love it. So right next to Sakura, he'll do that little smooch he does when he first sees Naruto in the gang.
bruh.
And Sakura has to matrix dodge. That's like a scene that's like burned into my memory. Is Sakura like dodging the little hearts and like doing the matrix thing, which she goes backwards and hits her head on the floor?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, man. Listen, the one scene in Naruto that's still scarring my mind is the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are their first kiss.
All right, I'm gonna introduce this one
Anyways.
because I want to hop out for this one because I don't want to. I'm not gonna defend it. Bulma was underage. Roshi's S tier. It's gross.
I
He
agree.
can destroy planets. He could have gross, yucky S
Top of S
tier.
tier.
He's more of a perv than a simp again, I'd say. So
I don't know, man. He literally had Puar or Oolong transform into Bulma to give him the puff puff dance. Remember that? That was
He exploited I top of S tier.
That's
Yeah.
wow. Over murder.
the
That's
S
crazy.
tier.
over murder, dude. Listen,
I think this is
Maybe
this
A.
is good.
Maybe A.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say A. But yeah, because in Dragon Ball Original, there's some moments like it's really bad. So I could see him being an A, but S tier is tough.
Yeah, I don't know if he's over murder, like legit.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely over Jiraiya. I think bottom of A maybe, or
Yeah.
No
Don't
way.
forget his.
Considering his educational achievements and his pupils, I'm gonna put this dude maybe middle of B, just above Jiraiya or just above the potato face, whatever his name is.
Toshi.
Yeah, that's it.
Josh is the only one who knows who that is, and he's like, I forgot this man even existed.
Crazy.
Take it easy, Ray. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Rage.
Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
So are we okay with Roshi being right there? B tier?
I don't see where you put him.
B tier.
I'm
I'd
just
say-
waiting on the stream.
I'd say low A.
Yeah, I mean, like
I will
high B,
concede
low
to low
A.
A.
He's worse than Mikasa.
Is Master Roshi worse
His
than
redeeming
Mikasa?
quality way too
Redeeming
high.
quality. Hold on. He
Tell me
trained
what
Goku and Krillin.
Mikasa is literally the reason why Attack on Titan ends and has a good ending.
Master Roshi is
Yeah,
literally
that's
the
true.
reason Goku was strong enough to defeat Jiren and save the universe.
Right, that doesn't have
True, and
anything
the
to do with
Kami
their
Eyes is the
simping.
reason why
Dude,
Dragon Ball
Like
Z is
neither of those have anything to do with their simping or like at
Yeah.
all. at
Can
all.
Mikasa beat
Yes,
Goku?
yes.
Can Mikasa beat Goku?
Mikasa,
Cody.
Mikasa set aside her simping, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna spoil the end of Attack on Titan. So help me God.
Just to say, the whole he trained Goku. Listen, Trunks was trained by Vegeta. It doesn't make some of the stuff that Vegeta done any less worse. You know what I mean?
Whoa! Trunks was trained by Gohan.
I'm talking about
Future
Kid
Trunks.
Trunks. Kid Trunks.
Current
Kid
Trunks
Trunks.
is trained by Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah, Kid Trunks. I'm talking about.
I don't know what any of that has to do with simping, y'all.
And
Yeah, exactly. It has. It's a different discussion. The training part.
I'm okay with where we put Master Roshi.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. He's still. I can't, man. I can't. Other side of Mikasa is what I ask for.
If it wasn't for Master Roshi, Earth wouldn't exist.
Yeah, for real, for real.
If
He
it wasn't
helped
for
seal
Mikasa-
Piccolo.
everyone would be dead on Attack on Titan.
Dude, he
Which would
helped with
probably
the
be a
fight
good
against
thing, 'cause
Demon
it's
King
nowhere near
Piccolo.
as good as
Oh
Dragon
my
Ball.
god.
Oh my
This is...
Yeah.
So anyways,
Look at-
next up we have
Din
the
said.
Soul King
said
himself.
that would be a good thing because it's not even close to as good as Dragon Ball, and I'm just fucking. I love you so much. Like next.
I'm probably fired after that.
What? What's
can't.
what's next?
Nah, man, I'm gonna swing for Mikasa again. Hear me out. It's in her DNA, and she
Yeah.
fights it and wins, and stops simping at the end. And that's worth nothing. She's
Master
still
Roshi overcomes his simping for the Tournament of Power. He has to go through that training so that he doesn't get nosebleeds in the middle of battles anymore. Remember that? I'd argue that's like the same thing.
Yeah, that's.
But that's-
Wait, what?
I think it's an
It's the whole-
exaggeration to
it's
say
the whole
that
reason
that's
why
worth
Mikasa's
nothing.
up there.
Yeah, but I think that's an exaggeration to say that that's worth nothing. Like she's not at the top of S tier for like going like it. I think we took into consideration all of the arguments.
He's
And
more
I
of a
changed
Roshi
it.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't.
And honestly,
I don't want to say the end of Attack on Titan. That's really the only thing that I have left to swing.
I
Dude,
mean,
But if you know,
an
you
ending of
know.
a character arc doesn't fully justify it's a part of the story. It doesn't fully encompass the entire story of the character themselves. Like that's the thing, because Jiraiya had a really really interesting culminating point of his story as well. But we have to take into consideration every single step of the story leading up to that point as well. So I hear what you're saying.
But you tried
and we
arguing the
have-
same thing for Rock Lee.
I did not try arguing that.
it's not as bad as what you guys think about Mikasa. I'm sorry.
And I never once argued that. I said that I didn't remember him for simping, and that was one of the points that I brought up, but I did not try arguing that.
Yeah, but 3
Listen,
days
if we-
barely still
I mean, if you honestly with the whole Mikasa thing, if it's going to be a thing like this, we can just pull it up and see what the community thinks. Simple, much easier as well.
Maybe there should be a poll.
Yeah, we should make a
Yeah,
poll.
I was gonna say, yeah, poll it.
Let's make a
Poll
poll.
it.
Pull it.
Let the audience decide her fate.
Engage with our audience. Should Mikasa be S tier or D tier? Just kidding. A.
The laugh.
Question mark. And then we add options. S tier. A tier.
Bruh, ain't no way S tier. Is it Master Roshi's fault that like universes were deleted? Like, I feel like it's a stretch.
Well,
Where's
Hey,
that
man.
coming
Well-
from?
let the audience decide.
The Tournament of Power.
Hey man, it's 3 days.
Oh my goodness, they're voting. The votes are in. I'm kidding. We've got 4 votes for A.
It's like, if we're gonna argue that, then Roshi also has to be S tier because he took part in wiping out 7 universes. Whether they were brought back or not doesn't matter because that wasn't up to him.
But I mean, it was not
Was
connected
that
to
in
a
the name of
simping.
simping? Yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're
Just-
getting away
What?
from the point of the list.
What
Like
he did wasn't in the name of simping. Simping was literally in her like DNA. Like it's something that she can't help.
No,
And
we're saying about Master Roshi. Like, and we know the context. Some of those universes were gonna be wiped out. It was a way to save those universes. So regardless of it, he didn't have a choice in the matter of that tournament.
Hold on.
neither
Bad.
did Mikasa.
You're right. Bad poll. That is a bad poll. It is a bad poll. Should Mikasa be above or below Master Roshi?
Wait, no. It's Mikasa or Roshi. Who's the biggest simp?
Alright, bigger simp, Mikasa or Roshi?
No, it was who's the worst person.
Worst person, Mikasa
Yes,
or
that's-
Roshi?
Who's got bigger feet?
oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's
This is
not
what
big
really
of
matters,
me.
guys.
It does really matter. It matters to me now.
You know what? Honestly, that question, who is the worst person about to the both character? We should just ask Josh so he can tell us no.
Boom. Started poll. Worst person, Mikasa or
Okay.
Roshi? And the votes are in, y'all.
Oh,
Oof.
What?
It's a tight one.
It's
oh my god.
50-50. No way. Okay, I think that's all of the votes cast. Mikasa is coming out
Fuck.
on top.
That's my fault. I clicked on the wrong one.
No, it's
Yes.
Dude, I swear to God, even if you didn't do it wrong, I don't think you would have taken
It's
Maruroshi would have taken it
62
over.
versus 38.
Yeah,
It still would
yeah, yeah.
be, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's 66 versus 33.
I
Wait,
got
see
62-38.
I see 62.
Yeah.
Got
This is
62,
outrageous.
38. This is outrageous.
Alright. So
with
Mikasa
that,
back
3D.
above Roshi, and we can finally move on to
Damn.
the Soul King
That's-
Brook.
I'm salty.
Oh,
Big
That's what happens when you
WDQ.
don't watch a series.
Big W.
so Brooke is I don't think Brooke is really that big of a simp. I mean, he called Big Mom a young lady, and to be able to resist the charms of Big Mom is like, it's really telling of his
I know.
character. So I think definitely like C tier.
But he does ask. He's a pervert though, because he asks ladies to see their panties.
But did he
But
ask the
that's not same
mermaids?
thing. They're
does he
not
wear
wearing
panties?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God.
ask.
Yeah,
It,
I think this is D tier. This Brooke is not the best person, but he's definitely not actively simping. He's just pervy. And like it's that like we have made a distinction that those are two different things. Jiraiya still has a person that he simps for. And like Roshi does exhibit symptoms, as well. We don't see Brooke ride or dying for one specific lady. He just asks a lot of people to see their panties. Like I mean, if anything, he kind of simps for like I guess Nami and Robin, but nowhere to the, not even close, not even to the level of like Subaru. So I think he's D tier. Don't know if I would put him. I would put him specifically not bottom of D, but middle of D, where we have it right now. So still,
He was-
Kazuma still simps less.
He was even in his introduction where there were some pervy moments. He wasn't the biggest perv or simp of Solo Bark. Just think about that. So yeah, I agree. He's not that.
I don't think we've ever seen him simp for anybody.
He does get a little swoony for Nami and Robin, but literally nowhere to the degree that Sanji does. That's like not really his.
I
thing.
mean, we've seen both Brook and Sanji peep on Nami in the shower.
I mean, but that's just pervy. He would probably do that to any lady, and that doesn't mean simp. That doesn't equate to simpage. And he doesn't
Yeah.
go out of his way to like self-sacrifice. He's not any worse of a person because of his like affinity to any one individual. It's not like he's just like he just asks for panties and then burps and farts and drinks tea and stuff like that. But like after asking for panties, he doesn't like pursue, like it's just a pervy thing. It's not a simpy thing. So I would put him at bottom, like in middle of D.
I can agree with that.
I'd
I
say
would
D.
agree.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for the Zatch Bell guy. Boing, boing.
Cavendish.
The great and
I'll
strong
just go with the pro.
Fulgore.
I only know him
Yeah.
for the boing, boing
The
meme.
invincible Fagor.
It's been a hot minute
Oh.
since I've already watched Zatch Bell, so I'm gonna need y'all to guide me on this.
So-
What is he known for other than
Yeah,
boing,
so-
boing?
He's an Italian movie star and musician. He has a song about grabbing women's breasts. So he is definitely a simp for all women. Very much a Sanji like, but at the same time, he majorly gets women as well. Like they simp for him as well.
Mutual
Interesting
simping.
combination.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's
So he's
like
a good
not,
dude.
he, aside from the song about grabbing boobs, like I think that he's not like a bad person. Like
Right.
I would say C C or D, somewhere around there.
How many
I can't
spells
really-
does he end
Yeah, I
up
was gonna say
unlocking in his
D.
book?
I can't remember, but I know that they placed 7th in the overall tournament.
That's pretty high.
That
That's
is
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, like
Out of like a ton of characters.
No, yeah, like that's really good.
Yeah.
Like that, like if you guys haven't seen Zach
Yeah,
Spells,
yeah,
shout out.
yeah,
Like
like-
that's a really good series with a really fun tournament system. I really like their
Yeah.
power system and the way they have like to read the book to unlock spells to learn more about their dolls and stuff. Legit, the
Yes.
only thing I remember about Fagore though was the Boing Boing song. So, I'm okay with what are we saying? Are we saying B tier?
I said D.
D.
Yeah. He gets women. He's nice to women. He's a good person. He bonds with, and I cannot say his Momoto's name because I butcher it all the time, but it's like Tomio, or something like that. I like, that like they bond very well throughout the series. He takes care of him like he's his little brother. Like he's a good dude. So I was saying D.
Right. Well, next on our list, I know this is going to be a very hot topic, hot button issue. Kinemon simping for his wife.
I mean, it's his wife.
We
Yeah.
love to see it. Oh
Yeah.
my
Do we?
goodness.
Do we love to see it? I mean, I hear some people who thought Kinemon should have died. So I mean, do we love to
Bottom of
see
D
I don't
him?
know what
tier.
that has to. I don't know what that has to do with simping for your wife, but okay.
Like
Homie's already won.
He also
He's just
showed
loving bottom of D tier.
showed perverted traits as well.
abandoned his wife for 20 years.
Cody, that is ridiculous. I say,
I mean,
I say
I
D
mean,
tier as well.
Wait, no, Cody's right.
I mean, for his defense,
There's
it's
no-
not like
there's no
he had time to choose. He had time to think about the 20 years. You know, it was kind of forced on to him.
Yeah,
Nah,
let's
if
just ignore the
Mikasa's
times
not
that
redeemable.
he wept. Let's just ignore the times that he wept openly about being helpless to the situation and reluctant and all of that. That's totally.
I'm literally just trying to get you guys to interact with me like this. We got to engage for chat and engage with each other. So yeah, 20 years.
I put him not at Cosmo level, but like around Brook level, so like middle of D right now.
I mean, like,
I would say middle of D.
Zenitsu and Sakura get with their respective partners in the series. So I mean, like,
But they're
I
more
think I-
simping. Like
After
throughout
the
the
fact.
series, they
I
exhibit
feel-
more simpage.
but they simp for their respective partners just as much. I feel.
Zenitsu seems for other girls.
But you have
Yeah.
to also understand the entire time that we know, like Kinemon, he has already gotten his girl. These people don't get them until literally the end game, or the epilogue, like of one of their respective stories. So there's a huge difference between simping like unrequitedly until eventually you like have loosened the pickle jar enough to actually open it up. Versus this guy was, when we met him, already married. Completely different.
All right. So D tier.
That's my argument. Yeah.
Hey, Sailor Moon.
Usagi. Usagi. This was another one that I threw in because they simp and get the person they simped for, and they're a good person.
A
Usagi
tier.
is a good person. She, A tier. What?
Listen, think of all the
Because she's
active
deleting
problems.
universes?
Yeah, dog. She could have actively been solving all of these problems instead of deleting universes and saying, "I'll just start over." Like, come on now.
Yeah, Sakura's
I can't believe you
high
would
ass
bring
with
that
that.
up.
She's evil.
Usagi's A tier at least. Come on now. I'd say she's above Roshi, but not as far as like Mikasa.
You got me fucked up. Kinemon and
I think
Mikasa
it's
literally
literally-
follow the same beats. They're the same. They
Oh
both
my
belong in A
God.
tier. Or they both belong in middle of
They're-
D.
Lamidi.
I can't believe you guys are going this hard at Usagi. all because she deleted some universes to start over.
She did it.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
literally
Lucas.
said, "Man, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna start over." The A tier, for real.
I feel like deleting universes is a step beyond murder. Is this S tier?
Is Sailor Moon our next S tier?
Hold on. But was it for the sake of simping?
She said, "This run, I didn't get the right boyfriend. Let me start a new save file."
No, it was because she didn't know how to destroy an evil.
Okay, so yeah, I have no real dog in this race. Like I'm not I'm not in on this.
I'd say A
I
tier
don't-
because Master Roshi also had like the entire like destruction of his world before him, but it wasn't for like the purpose of destroying that world. But like I think Usagi, well, maybe behind
She's
Roshi
not
then.
worse than Roshi.
Maybe
I was gonna say
behind
she's
Roshi.
not worse than Roshi, man. Like
So
she
do we
did
put
what she
her-
thought she had to instead of
So
solving the problem.
Yeah, it's
do we
not
put her
100%
in
simping.
top of B tier?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be down with top of B.
I could get down
Because
with
she
top
is
of
like
B.
once she gets her man, she's a good mother and everything. You know what I mean? Like she's a good person.
Top of B. Goodbye, Mr. Potato Man. All right, next we got the most controversial pick coming up. It's Joshua Vykthor.
Dead. I'm dead. I'm
Who's this
dead.
dude?
I'm dead.
Yeah, Josh, I'd
S
love to
tier.
hear your thoughts.
S tier.
Nah, I have no thoughts.
Bro,
I
What
heard
did
he
I
made.
do
I
to
heard
that?
whenever he brings a partner back to his room, he makes the turtles watch. S tier. That's my argument.
Not the turtles.
Oh my goodness.
He claims it's
Okay,
to
now I know
keep
what he
some
means
like
when
heating lamp on him or something, but I think it's just so they have to watch him like guts.
Oh my god, Cody.
Cody, thank you for revealing that. It all makes sense. Now I know what Josh says when he says it's time for Ninja Turtle time. I never understood what it meant. Okay, it all makes sense. It all makes sense now. Coming together. It's coming together.
It's all
Yeah,
coming together.
I again have no dog in this race. Y'all discuss amongst yourselves. This is wild.
No. This is Josh. We all as TLA members have to give a rating. I'm sorry,
I
Captain.
think
Give
he
the
should go
order.
next to Sanji because he likes Sanji.
That's
I agree
Sanji's
with that.
crotch. Are you okay with being next to Sanji's? You know.
Why did you have to put it like that?
I think he's fine with it.
Why
Yeah, I
did
think
you?
he's fine with it.
He said, "Why did
He
you have to
sounds
put it like that?"
he sounds like he's fine
D
with it.
tier. D tier. Josh only sends for one person, and it's Corona. I'm lying through my teeth. But he is a good person. D tier.
Oh,
Look, do
oh,
good
wait.
people make
Oh,
a
wait.
turtles watch?
Jeez,
Good people.
bruh.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, guys. Wait. There's another information. He shared when Lucia was destroyed. He likes atrocities. That has to bring him up a bit, like B tier or A tier at
Oh.
least.
I agree with what Tree said. We got to put him next to his boy Sanji's crotch. Just, for the memes alone,
Did
that's
him.
where I vote.
Den, do you have any objection?
Do I?
Yeah. Do you?
No.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh my.
Bro, you just
He
said
said,
Cody.
no.
So next on the list is one of my favorite characters in the new gen of manga from Chainsaw Man. It's literally me, Denji. He just like me for real.
S tier.
He's not a simp.
He is.
No.
He literally
He-
is.
Yes,
The thing is,
He
no, the
Have you
thing
read
is,
part 2?
Tree is hold on. Tree is kind of right
He's
because
just lonely, man.
he does simp things, but he's also just kind of clueless and like alone. Yeah, like so it's like it's not necessarily like he's intentionally a simp. it's like on paper he might seem to be. So I don't know. But the thing
Homie's
is
whole
like
life was bad, and he was given an inch. I'll be damned if he doesn't try to take that mile. He deserves it. But
I
he
kind
was
of
not a
agree.
simp.
I don't think he's a simp, but I think he has definitely exhibited simp behavior through circumstance.
Have
Yes.
you guys read part 2?
I have read all the way up to about chapter 120, so barely into part 2.
So, a girl tells him to suck a tentacle, and he
Oh,
does
yeah.
it, and he thinks about how
Yeah.
wrong is it, and he still does it.
Yeah, but that's not. Is that simp or is that just like clueless?
No, he is aware of that, and he still does it.
Yeah, I mean, if he's aware of it, that's something for sure. If he does it with a girl.
Okay,
He's
where do you put him then,
self-aware of
Josh?
that.
Well, what's your placement, Josh? Where do you put him?
I don't know, like A.
A. I would say C. Like,
It's crazy.
I mean, because the simp behavior, it still gets you up a couple points. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but he's not a simp. You know.
He literally is.
Does anybody else have any placements?
I think
Any
he's a
other
simp.
thoughts?
He's a simp. He gets walked around by dog leash, my guy. I get what you're saying because of his upbringing and everything. This is just he doesn't understand that type of behavior and things like that. But like he does things that are simp trope coded. So like he's a simp.
He's
But
like, yeah, you
I feel
told
like
me to
it's
eat
B
these
tier.
like cigarette butts. Let's go. I'm gonna do that. You told me to
Yeah,
like
exactly.
he does he absolutely exhibits symptoms. But like I
Yeah.
get
So
what you're
like
saying,
B.
Tree. But he still
Yeah.
gets
So
ranked.
B.
Like I
B.
would say, for me, top of C or bottom of B. Like I would put
Yeah.
him. He's
Bottom
not
of
like
B. That's where I'm going.
he's not
The symptoms
exempt.
one was beautiful.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. That was
I'm glad you like
beautiful. Yeah.
that.
Things like yes, I fixed one. I got a fucking pun in.
Now,
I feel like he
I
belongs next to Kazuma.
I was gonna
No.
say A tier or S tier, just on the fact of like he doesn't care who he's murdering as long as he cares about the job getting done. And like the numerous acts of murder that he did commit. Murder.
Yeah, but it's not simp reasoning behind it, so does that count?
Nah, the whole reason that he's still going is because of Makima.
I was about to say I thought it was because of Makima.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, without getting too deep into like spoiler territory, like yeah, like that is like a huge driving factor for the longest point in time. And but like is it like he is not necessarily responsible for many casualties outside of like devils and fiends, right?
How about his best friend?
F.
Impa?
Oh my god. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you throw a snowball at my way, Josh? How dare you?
I mean, the reason that Power is dead is because Deji
How
stems
dare,
from
how
us.
dare you give me a birthday cake? Oh,
But
how dare
again,
you
I said
stand?
devils. I said devils and fiends. Like so.
I think he
Yeah.
was just happy to have found a place where he could, quote, like, belong, and was willing to do anything to keep that position.
Yeah. I guess I
I-
could see that.
I really don't see it as simping.
I just really thought he wanted to
everybody-
have the he wanted to diddle with her.
I gotta jump off, guys. I ain't gonna lie, my kids are going crazy. My wife needs my help.
Happy
But,
Valentine's Day,
yeah,
Lucas.
have fun.
Happy
Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day, everyone.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
I'll see
Will
you
you be
later.
my Valentine's?
What?
Yeah, I'll see you later. Tonight, you. I'll see y'all later. Happy Valentine's Day, chat. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you, brother.
Bye, man.
Alright, so I put Denji in B. Is that where we were gonna put him?
I think that's where most people like. I think that's where it averages out.
Wait, I thought if he is a simp, then we gauge it based on how good of a person he is.
He's
Oh,
not a good person.
Yeah, he's not a great person, and he do be simping, like from time to time. I wouldn't say he's like as simpy as a lot of these people, but like some of the things that he does in a vacuum, like it's extreme simp behavior, like extreme. Like and subscribe. Okay, so moving on to Soifon.
Hey, that's my girl. She really do
Is she
be
from?
Is she from Bleach?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Soifon has one of the coolest character simps in the whole series because she simps for the best girl in the whole series, Yoichi. Um,
Best girl in the
Yoichi,
verse.
she's bad, so bad. Like I get it.
I think we all simp for Yoroichi, so I understand Soifon so much, but she is a
but
little tsundere about it.
we also have to remember
A
that
little
she
too
is the
much.
captain of Squad 2, which is literally the assassination squad. Soul Society before Ichigo got there, I don't want to say was a little wacky, but committing we're gonna murder you for letting you save lives, Rukia, was a little sussy to me. So I
But
mean,
that doesn't really tie into her simping. Yeah, she's not a great, person, but does that necessarily feed in, like, is that because of the simping?
I
I
mean,
mean, it
like
kind of,
it kind of
because
did.
she's trying to like fill her shoes because Yoroichi was the previous captain, right?
Yep. And
She's trying to one
Yoruichi
up her.
abandoned that role. Yeah, and so like she's trying
Yeah,
to
so
like
it is a little. Yeah, okay, I get you. I
it's.
mean, I say she's worse than Juvia, in my
I'd say
opinion.
she's
I don't know if she's
definitely
worse than.
worse than Juvia. Like to the
I don't know
extent
about
that where she
Juvia.
was ready to kill Yoruichi on her return with her Shikai, like the double hit in the in Soul Society they have a battle, and she was ready to murk her.
Yeah, if only she were a fraction of the never mind. Like I'll just I mean top of
F.
A or top of A, like I'm she's probably worse than Mineta, yeah, at this point. Like I think maybe even bottom of S. I'm fine with that. She's extremely simpy and also a pretty bad person for the most part.
All right. Anyone else have any thoughts on Soifon? I'm okay with A.
I like soy sauce. I'm
Bruh.
okay with A, but it is a little high. I don't know. Yoruichi's just like unresistible or irresistible, right? So I'm gonna put low A.
Below A. I could, I respect it. It's still A. I think top
Josh,
of A above
Josh, what are
Juvia
your
for sure.
thoughts?
Yeah, it sounds like a good pick.
You put her above Mineta or below Mineta, Josh?
Below, clearly.
Blue.
Dudes. Okay, and then Tree, are you versed on Bleach? Do you have any thoughts on this?
I got one question. Did she go out of her way to actively make other people's lives worse?
Yes.
Then she's S tier in my eyes.
She
Bottom of
kills
S.
for a living.
Yeah, as far as the name of simping, the person she simps for didn't want her, and she actively tried to murder them, which was like so it's like yeah, it's
I think that's bottom
pretty
of S.
it's pretty bad.
All right. Next up is the pervy monk, the other pervy sage, Miroku. He's from Inuyasha. Has anyone else here watched Inuyasha besides Vex?
I think so. I just can't remember it for shit.
He's the guy with the
So is
hole in
the
his
dude-
hand.
Yeah, he has a black hole in his hand that he wraps beads around, like he's an extreme deviant. But
Can we just reiterate? There's somebody who wraps beads around a black hole. Is that what you're
Okay.
telling me?
All right. Hold up. Chill.
Ain't no way.
Ah,
dude.
jeez.
I like Miroku a lot. I like his interactions with Sango. I like that he's always overstepping his bounds, but it's like only with her. And it's like I don't know. I always see it as like playful flirting between the two. And that's how I remember it. I haven't watched Inuyasha in a hot minute, so I could be
He's
wrong.
absolutely a perv, but yeah, I think he's around Zenitsu Sakura levels. Like he's not the worst. He's not a bad character. He's actually a pretty good, or I mean, a bad person. He's a pretty decent person. There's just like the pervy traits and things like that, but yeah, I think maybe right in between Sakura and Zenitsu, maybe
I could see that. Yeah,
maybe below Sakura, even like
yeah.
on the Rock Lee side. So I mean, that's where I would vote for it.
Yashihime
He is
confirms that he does get with the girl as well. So I mean, if that factors into anyone's like wanting to place him, he does end up getting with Sango. So I mean,
yeah. So I'm thinking low C tier, but maybe not bottom of C tier. So in between Sakura and Rock Lee is where I would say.
we have to split the lovers up. That's crazy. He's gonna be side eyeing Rock Lee doing it too. I can't believe if Rock Lee's like pog facing like, oh, I can't believe you have done this. Like,
Okay, so unless anyone else has anything to say on Miroku, I think we kind of figured that out, and that brings us to Karin.
Harin
Who is
Uzumaki.
that's not her actual last name, but she is a descendant of the Uzumaki clan. I'm pretty sure, like loosely. But no, she is extremely down bad and also a very questionable individual. I would say
Major simp.
around. I would say above Juvia, but not above Soifon.
She was actively helping Orochimaru test on like other people, wasn't she?
Yes.
I mean, did she have a choice
Yes.
with
No.
Oh no,
Orochimaru?
she
No.
had a choice for Sasuke. She was simping him hard.
Yeah, she
No,
had
I
a
mean,
choice after the Orochimaru stuff, but not during. So like, but she still like that wasn't any simping though. There was no simpage in her previous like in her backstory until we get to the point where we see her joining the Taka or the Hebi or whatever edgy bullshit Sasuke
When-
ended up naming his splinter group.
When does Sasuke attack the Kage summit? Is that right after you know?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, so
Yeah,
she's a
yeah.
part of that.
She was on her
right?
way with Sasuke to go attack it, right?
Yep.
That's terrorism. Like,
Yeah.
like on a
Because
global level. Like,
Jugo was already with the member. Jugo did his stint as well, so yeah, they were there.
I say A tier then.
yeah, I would say maybe top of A tier. Then she's I know she's worse than Juvia.
Really?
Is she worse than Soifon?
I think she might be S tier. She's committing terrorism and killing people for the name of love.
I don't think she has a body count. She's not
What? Hold
an active
up.
combatant.
Hey
But
yo.
she was willing to.
Yeah, intent.
I'm fine with
Intense
S tier.
blood.
One thing, I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30.
I think yeah, I would be fine with bottom of S tier. Like
I got it. Boom.
she is like an ultra simp, like an absolute ultra simp, and not a great person, like not at all.
Oh
Oh
no,
my
who did
goodness.
that?
So
Nexus,
that brings
who's
us
this?
to stop. I'm gonna leave the call, Cody. I swear.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah.
Stop. I'm getting triggered. Oh my god. Rem is the absolute best girl. She is a giga simp, but she's actually like not a good person either. So I mean, if without speaking too much on this, because I will get triggered, I put her right above Sanji.
I don't know, man. She murdered Marboy a couple times. Like, actually, like, killed him. if we're remembering correctly.
That was before there were any simpings, though. That none of that was simp related.
Yeah,
That's just
she's
like,
an artist simp.
she's literally an oni, like whose job is to bodyguard, and she was doing her job at that point. When you get to the simp point of the storyline, she is not doing any of those things, because originally she is not a simp. She becomes a simp.
But we put Soy Phone on that level because she was actively trying to like murk Yoruichi. And so I think
But that's
like
because
definitely
of-
Rem
that's
should
because
be at
of
the A
snipping.
tier for that. Like
No, but this is the reverse side of that. Soy Phone was already down bad before all of that. Rem was not down bad when she murked your boy. There's a difference. That's why I'm trying to like justify it. And she is a very, very, very kind and caring person once she is not just for like doing her job, which is like you, that speaks more on Rosewall as a person than it
Sound like
does
me
on
defending
Rem as a
Mikasa.
person. I mean, Rem is best girl, and I'm being like, I'm trying to be completely impartial. Like she did do things that were a part of her job, but whenever she actually got to the point where she recognized Subaru as his true self and things like that, she was one of the best individuals, like literally a snowflake, little butterfly, cinnamon roll who could like she. I mean, it completely changed when the simping started, and the things that happened before that were not simp related. So that's my argument. I would say she's like right around in between Sailor Moon and Sanji, somewhere in that range.
Hold up. I thought that it was, are they a simp, yes or no? And then from there, are they a good person?
Well, is the simping related to the good person is like a huge part of it.
oh man.
And at first, she's not a simp, so she's closer to D tier. When she becomes a simp, then it becomes a whole different conversation. And at first, she is a bad person, which is like S tier. But when she becomes a simp, she is a very good person, which is why I would put her in the dead middle of this list in B tier, because her non-simpage and bad person is before like you can really have the conversation, because neither of those are related. When she does become a simp, she becomes a good person. Does that make sense?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like with this character, I'm uncultured. So from my standpoint, what you just said made perfect sense. But since I know almost nothing to that character, it doesn't really help your case. That I
Because yeah, you could argue that she's not a simp, which is D tier, in the same way that you could argue that she's a bad person, which puts her closer to S tier. But both of those facts change at a certain point into the story, and in that point in the story, she does become a simp, but she also does become a good person. So I think that the perfect middle ground in between like everything is to put her in B.
Yo, is that Big Sis Cube?
of course, dude. Of course, dude.
That's crazy.
I can't
But unless
believe that
anybody
this
else
is the
has any
case.
opinions, like Cody, you have actually seen the show. What are your thoughts?
I just think I've made my what little case I can because it seems like you remember her a lot better than I do.
I
Who's
hate
Rem?
you so much. I hate you so much, Cody.
All right. So next on our list is the dude from the Black Bulls. I've only seen the first 20 episodes of Black Clover, so forgive me.
This guy's name is Ghosh, and this is a S tier in my opinion.
Whoa. All right, make
Yeah.
your case.
Has anyone else here seen Black Clover? Because I really don't want to speak
Me,
on this.
I have.
Is
I've seen
this
a bit.
man S tier, Josh?
I mean, simping for your little sister.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
for your biological little sister getting nosebleeds and actively sabotaging missions and hurting your own like teammates.
Also, she's
And
like 12.
Yeah, no, this is S tier. This is absolutely S tier in my opinion. I put him above Rent a Girlfriend guy, but I don't know if it's as bad as Misa.
Yeah, I mean, why does this trope even exist? That's the problem.
It's the worst, literally the worst. Not only is it your sister who is 12, he literally goes out of his way. If anybody else even mentions her name, whether they are friend or foe or his superior officer, does not matter. He will sabotage anything and everything if they say anything that can even remotely be construed as like a bad thing about his sister. If you even look at his sister's picture, which he carries around in his pocket and in the picture is looking at and getting a
That's kinda weird.
nosebleed, he will go haywire. This guy's S tier. The worst. The
All right.
worst, bro.
Well, I'm not gonna continue watching Black Clover.
No, Black
and,
Clover is
the thing
great. He's not even
Black Clover
a big
is
part of the story.
really good. I just wish this guy was, and he actually has really cool magic too, which is the worst part. He has really cool magic, but he is the worst. Everything
Yeah.
else about Black Clover, great.
Yeah, Black Clover is goated. He's just a small part of the story that's annoying.
Yeah, I don't like Henry that much either. Like
Now,
there's a
Henry
couple
is
of
cool.
characters. There's a couple of characters that, in my opinion, are a little annoying. This guy is far beyond annoying, and he's the only one I think is 100% irredeemable.
Wait,
Oh my
Henry is
goodness.
cool.
3
This
Day is
guy.
going in on the chat. Shout out to 3 Day Trip,
Yeah.
the greatest mod of the world.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Oh my goodness.
So next on the
Crazy.
list we
Well,
have
hold on.
Boa
Worse
Hank.
than murder,
Yeah.
but not Roshi.
Yo, so this guy would absolutely murder. Like, if he were strong enough, he would have murdered his own team members. Like all of the good guys would be like. It doesn't like. Yes, this guy is like, I would say worse than Misa. I was questioning it at first, but upon second thought, no, there is not a single person in the entire verse this guy would not try to take the head of if they said anything bad or even looked at his sister in a weird way. Not a single thing is out of this guy's realm of like of simpage. He's that bad. The only reason he doesn't actually have murder, and he has actually murdered bad guys because of this as well, but the only reason he hasn't like murdered his own friends and things like that is because he's not necessarily stronger than them, but he would have, is what makes it worse.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's the fucking worst. Sorry. Next up is Boa,
Luffy was 17 when he went to Amazon Lily.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
legal
Big
in
simping, no
Japan.
pimping. This is an interesting one.
Well, that just means she can't be any further from any worse than Roshi.
I agree.
Boa
I
Hancock
would-
kicked a dog, and if
Let
that
Roshi
dog's
go.
name was Chow Chow, none of us would let it slide.
Had nothing to do with her simping though.
She kicked a dog because
I
she
still
thought she
put
was
her-
above simping.
I put her around like Soy Phone Mineta, like a top of A ish. She's definitely above Juvie. I mean, you have to like, she went into Marineford and was murking people on both sides. This chick saw 3 admirals and said, "I don't care." This chick saw Whitebeard and said, "I don't care." That's how down bad she is. Right? Like, she is absolutely around the top of A tier. I don't know if she's S tier though.
Then
Maybe.
Roshi. I'd argue Roshi has to follow.
I mean, his was because he's pervy, not necessarily inherently due to simpage. Hers is 100% out of simpage.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, and my thing especially, like, yes, she simped a lot, lusted, simped for Luffy, but you think about it, is like she was very helpful. That simping was more positive than negative impact on Luffy. Like, it didn't really bother him. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't irk him. It actually was beneficial for him until down in Marineford. But again, I might be biased because I do like Hancock as a character.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. Because usually for me, I look at the negative impact. The problem is that her simping seems to be more like benefiting more for Luffy, and she didn't know ways that she didn't also like
Yeah.
destroy her position. It was very maintained in a way, the way you see
Oh,
it.
It's
she was
potentially
the-
inherited simp, you know?
No, but I said it like literally the negative impact is she was at Marineford taking people out on both sides. She was taking
Yeah,
on
exactly.
like she was taking on vice admirals and like things like that, as well as like Yonko commanders and allied captains and things. She literally was indiscriminately rampaging in the name of like defending Luffy on both sides of a war, the war of the best, the Summit War. This woman was so down bad, and it was to the detriment of many others, petrified entire warships worth of Marines. Like, this is a bad person who is also very down bad, and not all of it is simping related, but a good amount of it is. I would say top of A.
Why is Mineta so high?
The only
Can
thing
we
that
can we reevaluate that? I'm sorry.
no, the only thing that he is known for is being a simp. That's the whole his whole character.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, I think
there's nothing else there. That's right.
there was also the argument that he did in fact traumatize people. I don't think he's as bad as Soyphone. Like I put Soyphone above Mineta, but that's just where it ended up.
Nah, leave him be.
Yeah, Mineta get points for looking like a simp.
Listen, I'll say this to everyone who wants to who thinks the Mineta deserve a second chance. Just a question: imagine your sister is knocked out, but she was saved by Mineta, but she's unconscious. Would you just let Mineta bring her to you, or would you run looking for him? You've got your answer.
No,
I go to that.
Well, I mean,
You've got your answer.
with the two people
think that's
behind
as-
him, I think Mineta goes in between Roshi and Boa. Honestly,
I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Between Roshi and wait, where's Mineta? Okay, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I have no problem. He's still on the same tier, so I'm good.
like he's bad, but like
Yeah.
y'all
for
made
me,
a really
like-
good argument with the Bleach lady.
Like 3 days said, he needs to be higher.
Dude. Like I said, Mineta is the definition of a walking lawsuit for the Heroes Association. He's a walking lawsuit.
Like and subscribe to TLA.
Yeah, guys. But oh, the next up is my favorite girl.
Hinata Hyuga?
Really?
Yeah, of course. She gave my dude.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I really liked her as a character.
Really?
The underdog type
X
of
is a member of
situation.
the Hyuga clan, if you feel me.
Yeah, again, she's not really a simp. She had a crush on Naruto and then she got the
Hinata?
boy. Yeah,
The same Hinata that watched Kiba get his shit rocked and then gave medicine to the winner Naruto.
yeah.
Sacrificed her life for Naruto. That's simp behavior.
The same one that pulled up against Pain that she knew she stood no chance against just to like try
I
and protect
mean,
Naruto.
the Naruto was the only hope of the village at that point.
No, it was more than that though.
But it
because,
was
like,
definitely
not-
love like coded, you know?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is
but-
absolutely a simp. There's no
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
is
she's a
she is 100% a simp for Naruto. And simp isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. I see her
And
like
she is not she's not a bad person. So I would say D tier. Like I'd put her
yeah.
I'd put her around Kinemon area, maybe below Kinemon.
I
But she
agree with you
she
here.
definitely is a simp. She's not in the not a simp category, but she's definitely not a
Okay.
bad person.
Let me ask
Yeah.
you, who's more of a simp, Hinata or Jiraiya?
Jiraiya.
I mean, no, Hinata's
Jiraiya's
probably more of a
perv.
simp.
Hinata's more of a simp.
Yeah, Jiraiya is more of the pervy side, and then Hinata is more on the simp side.
That's what I was saying
Oh,
earlier.
that's good.
Jiraiya and
What about
Roshi should
Minato?
be in not simp tier, but
Jiraiya simps for Tsunade. Like he doesn't like he absolutely has like had it down bad for her. It's
How dare you.
just because he got turned down that he went to pervy tendencies, but he absolutely simps for Tsunade. That's like a whole part of his arc. And I have no idea who this next person is.
Who's next?
So this should be fun.
Her
I
name
have
is
no clue.
Yuna from Future Diary, or Yuno, sorry. And I think she's at the top. I think we create an SS tier and it goes to her.
Damn.
What did this woman do?
Uh, basically, the anime is about choosing the next god of the world, and her partner pull a Hunger Games, and they're like, "We're just not going to do it." But she tricks him, and then he dies, and then her wish, and as god, she recreates the world and goes through the games again, and it's like it's murder. There's a group of people that have to kill, and whoever wins becomes the next god. And she does it again just to keep spending time with him. Like I think
Yeah, that's mildly simple.
That's
That's
crazy.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a mixture of simp and being psychotic. I'm sorry because that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I do want to
Sorry,
give an
it's
honourable
crazy.
mention to the 25th BAM as well from Tower of God. The
Tree-
whole
tier.
story is based on simping.
All right,
that's
does
it.
anyone have any objections with this tier list?
I think a few people do. I think
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm
Oh
fine
my
with it
god!
for
You
the
got
most
it.
part.
The name of the tier is dead. You had me dead.
Oh, 3-day knows. Yeah, their phone tells 5 minutes into the future, something like that, where it's like you get your diary fills out as you progress with the events that's going to happen to you. And you can do things to like try and avoid that future, and then the events will change. So it'll be like at 3 p.m. this person dies, and if it's your name, you're like, oh shit, how do I? That's not good. But yeah, it's bad. Like
Like,
rewriting the
definitely.
verse to spend more time with the guy, and then killing him, and then rewriting the verse to spend more time with the guy. She does it twice before she's stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a good time for me to dip because I have D&D.
Oh,
So bye,
okay,
guys.
Joshy.
Have a great
Okay,
day,
see you,
Josh.
Joshy.
But
Have a good one,
Josh at the
brother.
top of S tier. I'm sorry.
Don't simp too hard.
Bruh.
Well, that's the end of the tier list. How are we feeling about this? This is our Valentine's definitive tier list.
When we were talking about Sailor Moon, all I was thinking about was her, because kind of same but different.
It's a fairly balanced list. I'm fine with it. Yeah, honestly. Ghosh not being the very top of the list is surprising to me, but it definitely sounds like this homegirl is down baddest, like horrendous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
not
really
looking
cool
good.
anime.
I mean, yeah.
I think our S tier is
Col-
pretty solid, pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah. I would argue that Soy Phone and Boa could potentially be S tier, but it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I'm fine with pretty much where everybody's at. I wish I knew who Futoshi was so we can give him an honest, go.
Potato guy?
But none of us
Potato
know
guy.
that
And
guy.
appreciate bullets as well. In this tier.
Oh my
So-
goodness.
My real question is this: if Cody was on this tier list, where would he rank? That's the question. Because he has sim for a lot of characters in the Shonen universe.
He is a Giga simp, there's no doubt.
This man just looked at his computer monitor with such disdain.
I just hear Cube slander me and it upsets me. I'm not a big
I
fan
mean-
of the government.
I mean, Cody's not worse than Sanji, right?
I might be.
so.
He said, I might be. That's crazy.
Bring Freeman into
Oh,
real
my
life,
goodness.
I might act up. I might get a
Oh,
real life
Mike.
nosebleed. What's that one?
This has
Ubel?
been wild.
Ubel? If you bring Ubel into real life, man, I'm gonna act up.
Bruh.
But it's been a pleasure spending Valentine's Day with you, Bloods. It's been very simpish. And
You're on the last
Yeah.
arb.
Arb.
yes,
Like I
Best.
said,
there's
like,
no other people I'd rather spend it with.
Like in
like I said in chat, Den Den,
Bubscribe.
it's simply the best stream today.
Subscribe.
Yes.
It's simply
Yes.
the best stream, guys.
I hate this so much. Oh my goodness. Everybody,
Well-
please like the stream.
Like the stream, you know where to catch us. Tree, where can these wonderful people catch you, though? Other than in the wonderful description, maybe.
You can catch me around the TLA or on twitch.tv/treethewolf.
He got it
Nice.
right this time.
I did. .tv.
Let's go.
Oh man,
Oh,
Smokey
of
joining in
course,
for the
of
end of
course.
the stream. Holy smokes. What up, Smokey?
Hey, that's a nice fun.
Smokey, Smokey, Smokey. What's up, man?
Crazy. A cube simping
Well, I
for
just
Smokey
wanted to
to
let you
end the
know.
stream.
Hey, what's up, guys? I dropped Detective Dill. 3 days loving it.
Make sure you
Nice,
join the
interesting.
TLA Discord and see what Detective Dill's all about, everyone.
Exactly.
Heyo!
Alright, I'm gonna end stream.
Cube, I'm sending you a profile pic too. It's you dressed as Sabo.